What's up, y'all? Welcome back to an interview with Good Slam. Today I'm with Naomi Archill, and I'm gonna just let you first off name off everything you do, cause
Oh, okay. Hello guys, my name is Naomi Archill. I am sophomore class president for SGA. I run the sports media, sports entertainment club. I also intern with sports performance and social media. I'm also a part of AB services. I do control room and camera crew whenever we have basketball and volleyball games. I'm also secretary for one of our cheer teams, Stomp and Shake. Yeah, I think that's everything for now.
Right. Okay, so even I've learned a little something because I didn't even know you was the secretary for that either. But we can just first start with your career with sports. How'd you just kind of fall in love with sports, or how'd you just discover it? Just the beginning.
So for me, I always knew that I wanted to do something in sports. My family wanted me to do something like along the lines of like the medical field, but I told them, I was like, that's something I'm not interested in. That's not something that I see myself doing. So I grew up playing like 1 year of basketball. And I also grew to love of sports through my cousins and my family because they also play like track, flag football, baseball, all of that. So watching them and me also being part of a sport really grew the sport. And my favorite sport is football. So go Eagles. Go Eagles.
Little quick plug.
Yeah, so I knew that I wanted to do something in sports. So when I applied here, I was like, okay, let me do sport management. And yeah, like ever since then, like I've been finding my own opportunities, getting my internships, making sure that I'm good, and then I just been trying to get more experience in the sports field.
So with navigating through first being physically in the sport to now being behind the scenes, how did you kind of get into the production scene? Because a lot of people, when they think about sports or like the industry, they think about physically playing the sport or even just coaching it. So how did you kind of discover the production and find your love and passion for that?
I always like wondered how the behind the scenes went for when it comes to sports, on like how they portray things on TV and stuff like that. And because of that kind of is what got me into that, like the curiosity of me wanting to know, what do you guys do on a daily basis or in a week, so y'all can prepare for games, so y'all can have the roster and have the stats and all of that. So being able to be curious and wonder like what goes on really also helped me, because now it's part of what I do on a daily basis. So yeah.
And then, as we know, sports industry, very male-dominated space.
Very.
So how do you kind of navigate being the only woman in the room? I mean, we're already black.
Yeah.
Like, let's
be real, yeah.
We're already black. But it's like, on top of that, being a woman, and, you know, most of the time, they try to paint it as, you know, like, oh, they really know what's going on. Like, they're trying to help you out. So how do you kind of navigate through spaces like that and kind of own and show out in your own way?
I think it's more so of me having the confidence too. It's like what you said, like because we're such in like a male-dominated field, like they might see us and be like, "Oh, you may not know much, or you do this, you do that, you don't know what you're talking about."
Right.
But also doing your research, being able to have that confidence to speak up when you know things, and even when you don't know things, to still take that constructive criticism. I know for sure, like, I've also been in rooms where I've been the only female, and I've showed out and I've showed up for myself, and that's also how you build networks and relationships with people, because some people, like, go off of first impression, and when you show up and you know what you're talking about and you know what you're doing, they're going to start, being like, oh, yeah, she's the right person for this, or she's the person that does this. So most definitely, it is hard. It is hard to be just the only female in the room. But when you know what you're talking about and you keep doing your research, not just on like football or basketball, but like all sports, and knowing what to do and what you're talking about, it's all just gonna slowly come together.
And lastly, how do you kind of blend all your passions? I mean, you're in student government, you're a secretary, but you also do analytics, but on the back end, you also control social media. So it's like, how do you kind of blend everything together, or how do you kind of use your resources to kind of get you to where you want to be? And where would you want to be? Like, where do you see yourself in sports, and or where do you see yourself with your degree, and how do you apply that?
So, for me, I do like, it's kind of like a balance for me. It's kind of like a balance. Like, every day of the week for me is busy. Like, even when I don't have class, I'm still here on campus. So, it's like I try to space it out and balance it out where I can still have some time to myself, where I can do my assignments, where I can do what I have to do. But for me, it's really just about balance. Like, if I can't do something for this event, then I can do it for another. Like, because sometimes events do still clash. Oh, and I'm also a student ambassador.
We're just adding on to the list. We're just adding on everything. She does a little here, she does a little there, she does it everywhere. You're
so
never going to
like,
miss this face, basically.
Everybody just like sees me in all different places, but I use like the staff members here, and I use like peers like you to, you know, build that network and make sure that everything is like together, because I don't like when we're all in like a same college of business and program, and it's like it's no unity,
no movement,
no exactly nothing. And it's like it's really about who you know, and specifically in this industry, because you can have all the experience that you can get, but if you don't know people, for certain things, it's like, what's the point? But yeah, in the next couple of years, I first wanted to be an athletic trainer. I wanted to be an athletic trainer. And when I came here, I was like, hold on, y'all kind of like rerouting my future a little bit. But after I graduate from here, I want to get my master's in business administration or athletic training. And then I also want to have broadcasting as well as like a side job too, in social media. But they might really become the main jobs that I have, because, you know, it's something I'm already used to, something I'm already getting experience with. Even with my past internship this summer, it was like recreation services. So like we basically was just like helping out the teams if they needed like goals, if they needed baseballs, you know, just stuff like that. But I'm definitely gonna get my master's, either administration or athletic training. I'm still deciding, but either or, I just like to have, you know, a little, just my
your feet and everything. Especially within this industry, I've been like coming to realize that. Wake up! I've been coming to realize that most people that are in higher positions and or already in the industry, they've all kind of vocalized that where you first think you're gonna start, you usually don't start. First think that you're gonna get in, you realistically don't get in that way. There's always like some kind of thing where I thought I was gonna get in this way, but this person that I knew actually introduced me to this, and then it was like, well, I'm never gonna turn down that opportunity. So I'm never gonna turn down that opportunity. So I went and I fell in love with it. So I'm kind of realizing that it's like, we all have our passions and we all have our thing that we're doing, but it's like there are so many opportunities. There are so many things to do in sports. It's crazy.
That's literally exactly what happened to me, because when I got here, I knew I wanted to do something in sport management, and then I put myself out there and I joined the sports media club, and then that's what got me into the control room, because we had like an option. And I thought that I could, you know, talk to head athletic trainer, email her, hopefully I get an internship or shadow her, but that didn't work out. So when I got into the sports media club, I was like, okay, there's different opportunities, different places where I can be. So I took a leap of faith.
And there are so many things under that as well.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, I've never tried this, so let me try this. And I actually like it, and now it's branched off a new path for me. So you're definitely right about that, because where you think you're gonna start, you're not gonna start right there.
That usually just leads you down an entirely new path to where I thought I was coming in to tie ankles, and now I'm behind the camera. Now I'm behind here. Now I'm actually a technician. And so it's just so crazy. But thank you for your time. I'm glad to have interviewed you.
You're welcome.
And bye, guys.
Bye.